Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're continuing the career of Jim Bob Lowder here. It's NASCAR Heat 3. And we are playing Dirt Semifinal 3 here. The Exalta 100. And it is from Taggart. We are coming off a 15th place finish in Dirt Semifinal race number 2 at Jefferson Raceway. A place that we did not see much success at during the regular season. And now a chance to add to our resume here at Taggart County Motorplex. The Exalta 100, we have already punched our ticket to the Dirt Finals as a participant. We won the Dirt Semifinal race number 1, which is an automatic qualifying for the Dirt Final. But points-wise, it would be nice to continue to add to our total. And it looks like our teammate Dan Goodman's got a good car today. Brady Davidson, he's always pretty good. And ourselves, hopefully we can get back on track after a disappointing finish at Jefferson Raceway. Alright, we are underway in lap number 14. Stage 1, 30 laps. We're in lap number 14 out of 30. And we are in 17th place. Not a great start to this race. The third semifinal. Boswell is in third. He has lapped us. He is a dirt semifinalist. So the way the semifinals work, there are 8 racers. The top 8 make it to the semifinals. The top 4 will have a chance in the dirt finals to win the championship. So after the 4 semifinal races, the field is whittled down to 4. We are guaranteed to be a part of that. So right now there are 3 spots open, and there are 7 drivers competing for those 3 spots. And if I had to put money on it, I would put money on Elliott Henderson. What's her name? Yeah, I can't think of her name right now. I'll see her somewhere around here. The number 20 car, I think she makes it. And I would say Todd Laguerre makes it as well as us. Those are the 4 front runners in my mind, and we'll see how it pans out. We have 2 more semifinal races to go, including this one. And we are in lap number 17 of 30. And we just turned it over to 18. We have a caution, though. We weren't involved in it, so I don't know what happened. But we are not on the lead lap. We are 1 lap down. Michelle Baker Dillon, that is the number 20 car name that I was trying to think of. She gets the free pass as she was 1 lap down, but she was the first car. I don't know how to word that. The first car of all of those who were a lap down, she was the furthest ahead, so she gets the free pass back onto the lead lap. And on the restart, she will start at the back and have to work her way up through all of the lap traffic. So we are in position number 15 in lap 25 of a 30-lap stage number 1. It doesn't look like we are in contention to get any stage points here, but if we can start just taking 1 place at a time, we are up to 14th now. We have Ackerman, 12th place car in front of us, which means the 13th place car is up there somewhere, and Ackerman has a lap on us. And that's not surprising, so we might have to lap the field to get back into this race, which is not impossible to do on these dirt tracks if we can get running good. One drawback is that there are no pit stops, so we cannot get any fresh tires or get anything like that to get an edge for a couple laps to get back onto the lead. We just have to hope that we can pass cars, and maybe there's an accident or a wreck or two that we can get past cars on and see where we go from there. So here is Brooks, the 10th place car. He's a lap ahead of us as well. We are jockeying back and forth between 12th and 13th with Ackerman. And we are into 13th. Ackerman is a dirt semifinalist as well, one of the top 8. Don't know where he was on the top 8. He was somewhere between 5 and 8. As we get back past him into 12th place, and we vault in front of the 10th place car Brooks, and then Brooks comes back as he had the inside position. And we are going to finish stage 1 in 13th place. Michelle Baker Dillon was 11th, Hugh Ackerman 12th. A couple of semifinalists. There's our teammate DeFazio up in front of us now. And we are going to skip here to the end of stage number 2. It's lap 24 of 27 laps in this stage. And we are in 13th place. DeFazio is in 10th, so he's a lap ahead of us. And we have just 2 laps to go in stage number 2. I did not catch who the stage winner was. We'll be more attentive to stage winners and all that in the upcoming truck series next season if we are lucky enough to make it to that, which I believe we should be. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be included on a team in the truck series. Hopefully we can quickly make it to the Xfinity series as well, sooner than later. So we're in 13th place, lap 26 of 27 as we come around to the finish line, and we finish stage 2 a lap back of the leaders and in 13th place. So we're going to skip ahead now to lap number 80, lap number 81, and we have moved into 10th place. So we're looking at a possible top 10 finish. We have Brown in front of us. I believe his name is Evan Brown. He is in 9th. And we are looking to try to get further into the top 10, get some more points, some playoff points as we head towards the dirt final. Honestly, these are kind of, I hate to downplay it, but they're kind of just, the next 2 races are kind of just tune-ups. And all the marbles are going to be on the table in that Whiskey River dirt final, which is coming up a couple episodes from now. We have one more semifinal race after this one. There's our buddy Dan Goodman. I think I've called him John Goodman for half of this series, and I think I even called him Jay Goodman once. So, he's our teammate, but we don't know his name, so that tells you how good of teammates we are. And there's Elliott Henderson. He's the front runner. He has 5 wins on the tour this season. Nobody else had more than 1 until we won the first semifinal, which was our 2nd win of the year. So Henderson is in 8th. We have 11 laps remaining here in semifinal 3. We're in 9th place. We're trying to catch Elliott Henderson. He is always, he has been just consistently good and always in contention to win these races. And he is in 8th now with 10 laps to go. I don't know how far ahead of us the leader is, but we're obviously, we made it back onto the lead lap. And so we've been running pretty good for the last half of this race. But I don't know if we're going to be able to catch Henderson unless he gets caught up in lap traffic. Instead, he cuts to the inside and moves past those cars in the middle that are cars that have been lapped by us. And now we've got one that's going to cut down to the inside and cut him off. But we end up going a little bit too hard into the corner, which slows us down. And now we're going to try to follow him into the bottom of the bottom groove down there. So he's in 7th place now. And we're going to move into 8th and then possibly into 7th, but Henderson pulls away and now we fall back to 9th as our teammate Dan Goodman. We took that turn too wide. We're pushing our car too hard into these corners, and that is the issue here. We're getting into the corners and getting loose, and then having to slow down to get control of our car, and that is where these cars are getting back out ahead of us. All right, 6 laps to go here in semifinal number 3 from Taggart County Motorplex, and I don't have any clue where Taggart County is. Help me out if anybody knows. I don't. Taggart County looks like a good old county fair, which is a good venue for a race, always. For a good race and a good, good race at the county fair. Never hurt anybody. All right, Henderson is in 8th. We are in 9th. We just cannot seem to stick. We'll pull into 8th or 7th like we did once, and then immediately coming out of a turn, I've got to learn to start going softer into the turns and come out of them a lot harder, if you know what I mean. Especially when we get to the truck series, that's something I'm going to have to get better at, not over racing the corners, and then being able to come out of them with power instead of limping out after we've had to slow down. And guys, we have a caution out with just a few laps to go. So hold on to your hats. This is going to bunch everybody up here. And we're not out of this thing. We've got 2 laps. We're in overtime here. It's now a 2-lap race, and if we can beat everybody... Oh, we get into the wall right. Forget about it. Oh, forget about it. We're done. What are we doing? Jim Bob Lowder, dude. And he just absolutely blew it. Absolutely blew it. Had a chance. I mean, everybody was bunched up there. We're in 8th place. Anything can happen in a 2-lap sprint. And we just butchered it. Absolutely butchered it. We've fallen back out of the top 10 to the 11th spot. And that is a huge disappointment here. Well, we get back into the top 10, but still disappointing. And now back to 11th, and it looks like we're going to finish 11th. So we finished out of the top 10 after we had an 8th place position going into a restart with 2 laps. Unbelievable. CJ Boswell was a stage winner. Dan Goodman won a stage. And your race winner is Brady Davidson. So we're going to take a look, hopefully, here at the playoff standings. I can't remember if I included them in this video. I should have. This is the playoffs, for heaven's sakes. And the point standings show Elliott Henderson, Michelle Baker-Dillon, us in 3rd, Evan Ratner in 4th. So it looks like Evan Ratner has passed Todd Laguerre in the playoff standings. And he is now in the top 4, and Todd Laguerre is outside looking in. There's the playoff standings. So we've advanced. Elliott Henderson, Michelle Baker-Dillon, and Evan Ratner would be the other 3. But we have one more race to go. Todd Laguerre, 10 points behind Evan Ratner for that 4th and final spot. CJ Boswell Ackerman also behind him. So that's it for episode number 18 of the career of Jim Bob Lowder on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.